What if death was not goodbye? Imagine you lose your grandmother, years pass. The grief has settled into a quiet ache in your heart. Then, one bright morning, your family gathers at the ancestral tomb. You do not bring flowers. You bring a screwdriver and a fresh set of clothes. You open the family crypt, lift her out, and wipe the dust from her preserved face. You put a brand new silk shirt on her. You put her favorite sunglasses on. And then you take her for a walk through the village. She sits at the dinner table again. She is present for the family photos. Everyone is smiling. There is no screaming. There is no horror. This is real life in Tana Toraja, Indonesia. Welcome to the Nene ritual. This is the ceremony where the dead never truly leave the conversation. To understand the Toraja, you must first unlearn everything you know about death. In the West, death is a wall. It is a sterile room, but for the Toraja people, death is not a wall. It is a bridge. It is a long, slow journey back to the stars. The soul does not vanish the moment the heart stops. It lingers. It stays close to the rafters of the house. It watches the children. Every 1 to 3 years, after the harvest is gathered and the granaries are full, the hills of Sulawesi come alive. Families trek up to the paten. These are the stone graves carved directly into the limestone cliffs or the hanging wooden structures. Let us look at the history of this place. The Toraja have lived in these highlands for over 2,000 years, protected by rugged terrain. While the rest of Indonesia turned toward Islam or Buddhism, the Toraja kept their ancient animist faith, Aluk Todolo, the way of the ancestors. You will see a Toraja man go to church on Sunday, but on Monday he will sacrifice a water buffalo. Before Nene can happen, there is the funeral, Rambu Solo. It is often described as the most expensive funeral tradition on earth. Sometimes a body stays in the family home for years. During that time, the deceased is referred to as Makula, or a sick person. The ancestors are guarded by Tau. These are life-sized wooden statues carved in the likeness of the dead, watching over the living. Traditionally, the Toraja used a mixture of local herbs and minerals to preserve the skin. The cool, dry mountain air acted as a refrigerator. Families do not look at these remains with disgust. They see the shape of a nose they inherited. They see the hands that once held them. They talk to them. They offer them their favorite cigarettes. They light them up and place them between the mummy's fingers. The heart of the ritual is the dressing. The family gathers around the open coffin. They gently lift the ancestor out. They brush the hair. They apply makeup. They put on jewelry. It is a moment of intense grooming. It is an act of service. Then comes the walk. The ancestors are carried through the village. They are taken to the rice fields. They are shown the harvest. Families take selfies. They pose for group photos. You see teenagers with the latest iPhones standing next to their great-grandfathers. In many cultures, we are told to get over it, but the Toraja move with their grief. They do not try to forget. When a child dies, the ritual allows the parents to keep parenting. A mother brings a doll and a new dress for her little girl. In 2026, the world has found Tana Toraja. Thousands of tourists arrive. This brings a strange tension between tradition and spectacle. The water buffalo is the currency of the soul. Its sacrifice determines the speed at which the soul reaches the afterlife. They show us that the bond of love is stronger than decay. They show us that a person is more than their breath. As the sun sets, the ancestors are placed back into their stone rooms. The lids are sealed. The fresh clothes stay bright in the darkness. They have reminded the world that death is not the end of the conversation. It is just a long, quiet pause before the next visit. Next week, we head to the plains of Kenya to visit the Maasai. We will look at warriors who speak to the spirits of the savannah. Thank you for joining us. If this story moved you, share it. Tell us in the comments, how does your culture remember the dead?